If you're an Amazon FBA seller or about to be, then chances are that the majority of your competitors are China-based businesses, and that could pose a bit of a problem to the longevity of your business. Now, if you're thinking, why does it matter where my competitors are from? Well, for most countries in the world, you're right, it doesn't matter. But China, that's a different story for a couple of reasons.
China.
The first is that China is where the majority of the world's products are manufactured, which gives China-based businesses an advantage over us in terms of their ability to speak the language, build a relationship with their supplier, and negotiate a better price point than we ever will. In some circumstances, the China-based competitor might even be the manufacturer of the product, in which case they'll have a huge cost advantage, which means competing with them on price is going to be very difficult. Another reason that Chinese competitors can cause massive headaches is because, in my experience, they have a very high risk tolerance, they're accepting of very thin profit margins, and they're willing to incur huge losses in the short to medium term in order to gain a decent search page ranking and higher profit levels in the long term. Historically, Chinese sellers were also known to take part in black hat tactics and cheat their way to the top, but fortunately, Amazon has clamped down on this in recent years, and the playing field has become a lot more level in that respect. If you're now panicking because you've realized that all of your competitors are China-based with a probable cost advantage, then fear not, because there are a number of different tricks and strategies that you can follow in order to come out on top, despite the fact that you won't have the same cost advantage that they do.
I love them. China.
If you're about to start selling in the UK, or you already do, and you've already generated less than 85k in revenues in the last 12 months, then you absolutely need to tell Amazon to classify your business as being VAT exempt. For reasons that I won't go into, if you're not VAT registered because you're a new UK-based seller, or you haven't hit the 85k threshold yet, then you're going to be classified as VAT exempt according to Amazon. And that means that they won't increase your fees by the 20% tax rate. However, every foreign business selling in the UK has to be VAT registered by law, which means that on a like-for-like basis, your profit margins are going to be higher than any of your foreign competitors, which gives you an immediate advantage. All you need to do to benefit from this advantage is to head into your Amazon account and then create a case with seller support. Tell them that you're a UK-based business that isn't registered for VAT, attach your company's certificate of incorporation, and within a few days, you should find that your tax exempt status has been approved and your Amazon fees are around 20% lower than your Chinese competitors. Result. One area that many competitors from the East struggle with is building a brand that resonates with a customer from the West. Because China's culture, traditions, and language construct are so different to ours, their attempts at branding and writing compelling reasons to buy the product are so off the mark that they automatically give the customer the impression that the product is cheap, poor quality, and unlikely to work. You can easily see examples of how bad some brand names and listings are by going onto Amazon for 10 minutes or so and just scrolling through a load of random products. Now, this presents us, the Western seller, with an opportunity, and that is to create a brand name and a product listing that resonates with the customer and doesn't just look like a load of nonsensical words cobbled together in a random order. As Westerners, we have a huge advantage over the Chinese, and that's because we speak the language of our customer and we understand them because we're from the exact same culture. This is something that foreign sellers are always going to struggle with, and so it's essential that you leverage that and use it to your advantage. Make sure that your brand name sounds English and ensure that your listing makes grammatical sense and focuses heavily on the customer's pain points. And you should include compelling reasons for how the product solves all of their problems. Doing this is going to help you generate sales over your cheaper price competitors, because it gives the customer more confidence that your product is durable, high quality, long lasting, and from a reputable brand. A key tactic that I use with all of my products is the inclusion of a believable brand story. With high levels of competition on Amazon, a brand story can help you to stand out from the crowd and sell your products, regardless of who your competitors are. The story behind the brand that you've created, it doesn't need to be true, but it does need to be believable. So rather than making claims like you invented the generic household product that you're selling, instead, as an example, you could build a brand story that explains how you used to be in the customer's shoes with the problem that they're currently facing, and because there wasn't a high quality solution, you decided to source a manufacturer and then provide one to the market. If you can include a picture of yourself with the product to make it as believable as possible, then that's great. But if you're not comfortable doing that, just head to Adobe Stock Images, find a model, and then get your product photoshopped into their hands. This is something that Chinese competitors don't typically do, despite the fact that it really does help with converting shoppers into customers. When putting your branded offering together, don't be tempted to just think of a random brand name, get a cheaply designed logo made, and then expect customers to buy from you. You need to ensure that every single aspect of your brand tells a convincing story that resonates with the customer and makes them believe that your product is the best option available in order for them to solve their problems. Following the rise of huge corporations and the effects of the pandemic, nowadays customers want to support small local businesses as much as possible. In order to persuade customers to buy from you over what may be cheaper competitors, within your listing, don't be afraid to inform them that you're a UK or US based small business, started by either you as an individual, a family, or a couple of mates. I make a point of doing this on all of my listings, and I know it works at convincing customers to buy from me because I often get customers emailing to say that they wanted to support a small local business versus a much bigger foreign one. Amazon recently started to put a small business badge on relevant listings, which from what I've seen, very few foreign sellers manage to get. So check your listing, and if you don't have it, raise a case with seller support and ask for it. Another easy way to highlight to the customer that you're a small business that is deserving of their support. Whether you just started selling on Amazon or not, at some point you are going to face competition from multiple Chinese sellers, some of whom may indeed be manufacturers with very low cost prices. So make sure that you use these techniques to give yourself a better chance of competing, despite the fact that your cost pricing is very much likely to be higher. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Remember to smash the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.